Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thought I'd just pop on and do a quick video on some of the awesome stuff that I had for Christmas. One of the most awesome things I had was this. So those of you who are in the UK may have experienced Storm Bella. It's not the worst storm we've ever had here in the UK by any means, particularly not in the area I'm from. But apparently I chose that storm to take the dog for a walk. The dog was a nightmare. Halfway up through the walk decided that he wasn't walking anymore and that he needed to be carried. Yeah. So there I was carrying the dog, walked past someone's giant hedge, and it was just super windy. And so a piece of their hedge hit me in the face. As you can see, I'm not looking my usual self, but I thought I'd just come on and share some awesome Christmas gifts with you, really, because I was really excited about them. One of which being my ring light. As you can see, the lighting is very different. It does all sorts of things. It's supposed to have a camera stand in the middle of it. I'm using my own camera stand with it because I'm really confused. This is the phone holder that it came with. Totally fine, you'd think. Except the fitting at the back is one of those kind of like spherical ball bearings that you tilt, but you can't tilt it flat. So you can only tilt it like on this angle, which isn't flattering for anyone. So I don't know, maybe I'm doing something wrong. I have actually read the instructions, which is a first for me. I have no makeup on. I decided that I would just jump on and share with you the Christmas gifts minus my makeup, but I didn't realise that I can't put these on now because, yeah, you get the beautiful glare of the ring light. So if anyone's got any tips on that, please leave them below. So the first thing I wanted to share with you is my new hairdryer. I still haven't uploaded my video on our new kitchen. We basically decorated our kitchen. However, my previous hairdryer became a DIY tool. I used my previous hairdryer to hair dry the kitchen cabinets and to get the Fablon off them, and pretty much overheated it. It did still work, but Simon was a little bit concerned about me using a hairdryer that had overheated and blown, so just fair enough. So he bought me this new Babyliss hairdryer. It's a lot lighter than the one I had before, but he also bought me this little gadget to put it in, which basically I think is his little comment on, hi, please can you stop leaving things lying around. So that was that. I was pretty impressed with that. You know, it was a particularly thoughtful gift because I'd been moaning about blowing my hair dry. So yeah, that was that. So I do have some Disney things to share with you. These blew my mind. So I'd been waffling on about Loungefly bags for forever, since our last trip to Disney World, when they just seemed a little bit of an expense that we didn't need. However, look at this one. This is the 101 Dalmatians Loungefly bag. It even has, I don't know if you can see that in there, it even has Dalmatian lining. It's a mini backpack, and basically this was what I wanted for our next trip, whenever that may be, to Disney World. And so here's the Loungefly backpack that I desperately hinted at to get. However, under the tree was also this one. So I don't know if you can see, this is a very understated Star Wars backpack. So it has a Death Star, maybe? It might be a Death Star. I don't actually know if that's a Death Star or not. It has little, I think he said they were TIE fighters. And then inside it has Star Wars lining. I don't know what that is. I'm so sorry. But yeah, so I actually think this is awesome because, again, this will be really good for our trip to Disney World. They're just about the right size for getting your purse in. Oh, I forgot to bring it with me. I also got myself a Loungefly purse, funnily enough. I thought I'd treat myself to something. I didn't think I was going to get these. So they're just the perfect size because you want a purse, you want, you definitely at the moment want to change mask, And then you probably want some sun cream if you're going in the warmer months, and maybe a bottle of water or something. But you don't want to take a whole load of things, unless of course you're only going for the day or you were travelling in from outside, I don't know. But in our case, because we're staying on site, I don't need a whole lot of things, but I do still need a bag. And I guess we were very spoilt last year, because at Disneyland Paris, everything's really within walking distance, but resorts and things in Florida just aren't. And the last time we were in Florida, again, we were a little bit lucky in that Lucas was still in the pram, so we had all of that space to kind of carry things around. I can't stop looking at my face, I'm sorry. And then I had complained that my makeup brushes were starting to get old. I guess old is the right word. I've had them for a really long time. I've washed them multiple times. I've done all sorts with them. All kinds of face makeup, things like that. And they were just a bit on the old side. So I did complain that I needed a whole new set of brushes. And it seems that everyone heard that I needed new brushes. So the first lot I got were these Hello Hollow from BH Cosmetics. Now I haven't opened these because I thought I would do the unboxing with you guys. So basically all I've done is opened the end. Nothing else has been opened, as you'll see. So this one comes as a 10-piece brush set, and it also comes with, nope, what's it attached to? It's not attached to anything, it's just vacuum packed in it. Oh my god. And then it comes, oh gosh, that was difficult to get out. And then it comes with this lovely like holographic bag, which my ring light makes really blinding. Sorry guys. So yeah, it comes with that. I mean, I do love these bags in terms of I have a huge stack of free makeup bags that came with things, and I will use them for all sorts of things. I mean, when we go on holiday, I'll put little kind of things that I might need, jewellery in these. For Lucas, if we were going on a colder holiday, there's gloves and things like that in them. I use them for all sorts of bits, so I just have a stack of them sitting around. So this one is, oh, it has numbers on them that correspond. So this is the large flat powder brush. So they, ooh, so oh, okay, so the handles are like holographic. They're a plastic sort of silicone handle, I think silicone, and then, oh, and they are very soft. That is a lovely brush. Now I can't see any kind of, just checking, can't see any bristles coming out of it, so that's something that's happened to me before. I've bought cheap brushes, and I suppose it depends on what you're using them for. So when I'm doing kind of face makeup for Halloween and things, the cheap brushes I don't mind because I throw them away because they get so full of kind of makeup and face makeup and things like that, that sometimes washing them is more trouble than it's worth. But this feels lovely and soft on the face, so I like that. This lighting is making me look very red, or maybe it's my jumper, I don't know. And then obviously, yeah, so that is the flat, the flat powder brush, which is absolutely beautiful. I like that. So which, depends on which number comes out next, I guess. So this is, oh, this is number 5. So this is the small stippling brush. Now, they're all packed in plastic covers, so they're all completely sanitary as it was. This is the small stippling brush. Now, I tell you what, I've seen Bailey Sarian using these as her concealer brush, and I can kind of see why, because because it's a stippling brush, it's flat, but it kind of could get into those little corners. I might try that. That's quite a nice little brush as well. It's not too densely packed, which we like. That's good. Now this one is number 3, and that is the round buffer brush. So I guess, again, this is much more densely packed, so it's more a buffing in your makeup kind of brush. Again, beautiful kind of packaging. I love this. I love these holographic handles, they're brilliant. So I don't have huge amounts of the large face brushes. I have an awful lot of eyeshadow brushes. which, as you will see, I now have even more. I do have to get rid of some, like, I have to get rid of some. It's ridiculous. So this is number 4. And this is the, so this is the deluxe blending brush. Now, I'm assuming that's not for blending eyeshadow, because, like, that's the same size as my eyeball. Like, maybe it's for blending contour. I don't know. And what makes it deluxe? Right, do you know what? I'm going to pop that on one side because I want to compare this. This is the deluxe blending brush. I want to compare this to the blending brush, see what the difference is. See if there is a difference. Excuse me, my cat has just joined us. Can you move, please? Thank you. It's kind of in the way. I'm going to leave that to one side. Okay, what do we have next? So this is number 6. And this is the large shader brush. Okay. So that would be for shading, I guess, into the eye socket, up above the eye socket, something like that. Again, beautiful packaging, beautiful brushes. I like that they're quite smooth, but they're not slippery, because sometimes that can happen. And then when you're trying to do this kind of motion, you end up like slipping up the brush, which is a bit of a pain. So then we have number 9. I'm assuming this is number 9, which is the defining buffer brush. Right, so this is the kind of style of brush that I really like. So this, it's quite rounded on the top, it's quite densely packed, and it's great for kind of getting colour into that corner. I'll definitely be doing a look using some of these brushes as time goes on, I think. We'll get the rest of them out. So we have number 2, which I think is the large blush brush. Again, fairly densely packed, but not as densely packed as the powder brush. And I guess just for kind of here, it's a blush brush. It tells you what it is. So now we have, oh, this will be the angled brush. Like I said, I quite like using these for my eyebrows, although, let me just check. An angled liner brush. Now, I don't know if you can see, that's quite a thick brush. I guess once it's got liner and things on it, but actually I don't know if I would use that one for my brows. That's quite a thick brush. We'll see. I'll test it out. If not, it's great for getting into the nooks and crannies of things. This is the small flat shader brush. Oh yes, I was going to say it's not very flat, but it actually is. And this is a great one for picking up sparkly pigment for on the eye and kind of patting it on. So I really like that one as well. So this is the blending brush, the non-deluxe version. Of course it's last. So I love this shaped brush. I love buffing out, blending out with this, but so if this is the deluxe one, this is already a fairly large blending brush. And that looked like I blended my nose. I mean, maybe it's not even, I think maybe for contour here or under here, but I definitely wouldn't be blending anything on my eye. I mean, I don't know if you can see, look, it's, if I press a bit hard, it's almost the size of my eyeball. Highlighter maybe? This would be quite good for, I don't know. I don't understand how they're, well, I do understand how they're both blending brushes because they're the same kind of shape. But this is definitely an eye brush. Maybe this needs a different name. I don't know. But other than that, overall, BH Cosmetics, those brushes are beautiful. So, obviously I shouted loud enough for people to realise that I needed brushes. So, I also ended up with the Drop Dead Gorgeous Killer Queen brushes from BH Cosmetics in this beautiful red. Which you can see red I obviously like. Now listen, I know I said I use them for travelling and things like this, but this is like the perfect clutch sized bag for going out. You can get lipstick in there, you could get eyelash glue in there, a purse in there, some money, a cash card, a little bottle of gin. You get everything. That's like the perfect size, and it's sparkly red. It's like ruby slipper red. So that might not go in the pile to be used for travelling and things. That will very lightly go into the pile of handbags. So the brushes are in here. Now this comes with 6 brushes. They are an eye brush set, and they read out on the back what they are. I will tell you what they are once we get there. So again, these are by BH Cosmetics, so I already know that the quality is going to be good. This one, which is number 6, is an angled liner brush again. So now we've got 2 angled liner brushes. Just want to check on the now this one is a lot finer, so this would be more for my brow. I'd definitely be using this one over this one. Let me see if I can find it. Hang on, where did I put it? So I don't know if you can see. For a start, look how much thicker. Hang on, let's be fair. There we go. Look how much thicker one brush is than the other. And if I turn them the other way, and then if I do it this way, don't know if you can see, look at the difference. So that definitely would be more for kind of getting an angle here rather than this one, which I would definitely use for my brows. So there you go. How strange though, same company, supposedly the same brush, very different kind of style, I guess. And I think that's what happens when you buy different brush sets, is you get different styles and interpretations of brush. So this one is a fluffy shader brush. Now we didn't have this one in the other set, but this is kind of like a triangle shape, and I love this because again, this is great for getting, sorry, my cat's running around like a lunatic, for getting kind of that shape into here. Yeah, I like that brush. By the way, the handles on these again are beautiful, but they are that tiny, almost slippery, which is fine. I mean, they're not too slippery that I'm going to end up sliding down the brush, but they're a lot slippier than these ones were. So I guess that's if that's something you struggle with. This one is a flat shader brush. Now we did have one of those in the other set, and again, it's great for getting kind of pigments and sparkles on here, but you can never have too many of those, so that's not a problem. I'm assuming this is so this is a small blending brush. So we obviously had, we had the deluxe blending brush, a blending brush, and now I have a small blending brush. So they're like a full set, like mum, dad and baby. So I have a full set of blending brushes. Yeah. So then we have, I'm assuming, a pencil brush. Where's the number? There. Yeah, this is the pencil brush. Now I love these. These are great for detail work. They are small enough to get under here and blend things out. I love a good pencil brush. It's very rare that I find one that is just the right size. So they either come like really tiny or they come at too thick. But this one, feeling that makes it feel, yeah, I think maybe we'll see. And then this one, which is numero uno on the box, is a dual blending and highlighting brush. So I think I know what they mean. Is you can use it to blend, or you can use it to highlight, or highlight here. I would probably highlight with this one actually, because it's a little bit denser than the others. So I would probably highlight with that. So are we finished with brushes? No, because then this also arrived. Oh my gosh, right, that box does not look like that. This box is like a rose gold purple, but when I do that in front of my light, you get this beautiful holographic effect. And it is the Rose Gold Glam 18-piece brush set with stand. So this is from Beauty Bay. Now, originally when I opened this, I thought, will I keep the stand? But I actually think I will. So it's a brush set. Oh, it's got a little bit of a chemical chemically smell to it when you open it. So I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure it's like the glue and things that they've stuck them together with. But as you can see, it's this beautiful rose gold set. And then what you can do is you can turn this and it should stand up for you. So if you were going away, holiday, night away, whatever, this would be great because you just take the whole thing, chuck it in your suitcase, job's a good one. So I'm actually probably going to put these back where they belong, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. I feel like between the brushes I already have and the new ones I've had, these would be great being kept for my holiday. But I am going to take them out so that you can see them, see what they are. Now, they do have their names on them, so I don't need to look at the box. But first impressions... Oh, is that the... does that... Yeah, that's smart, isn't it? Well, people, well. So what you can do is to get it to stand up and stay stood up. Let me see if I can do it. Hang on. It has a prested. So that's how it stays stood up. Oh, I like that. That's very clever. I like that idea. Yeah, these will definitely be going in the holiday pile, which hopefully, fingers crossed, we get to go on this year. So I'm just going to work my way through them and then we'll pop them back in. Now, the bigger brushes do come with this netting on, but I'm probably going to take that off because they're just to keep the brushes in their places whilst they're being transported. So this is... okay, this says Bake Off. Now, you can see that. Now, this says Bake Off, but I'm not a big fan of baking. I have crinkles under my eyes. I do have a couple here. You can't see it because there's the bruising going on from my thing, but I do have a couple of crinkles and it doesn't matter what I do, and baking just makes it worse. My skin is dry here, so putting a whole load of powder on isn't for me. However, what I do like about this is the perfect shape for blush, like for my blush here. It's great, or even for highlight or something like that. So no, I wouldn't use that for baking, but yes, I would definitely use that for highlighting. It's a particularly densely packed, but it's really soft, so I do like that. That's beautiful. Okay, so what else do we have? What's the next brush? I've just pulled the thing off that one as well. In the buff, so I'm gonna say this is a buffing brush. Again, maybe for contour buffing out foundation, I guess. Whatever you want to use it for buffing, realistically. This one says Make Me Blush, so this is what they suggest we use for blush. Now, again, so this is the blush brush, and yes, you could, but I quite like the angle on mine to create some sort of... So I guess this would be very good for, in my case, this would be great for highlighting or patting a little bit of powder on the oily parts. This is the great thing about brushes. You do not need to use them for what they say they're for. You use them for what works for you. So this one says Glow Up. So this is what they think is their highlighting brush. I wonder what shape it'll be. Oh, okay. So, okay, yeah, I would use this for highlighting, definitely. But I probably use it for powdering a little bit. So I powder a little bit here because that's where I get a little bit oily. So I probably would just dab with that. But again, these, by the way, these are matte brushes. They are beautiful, Beauty Babe. Well done. Like, they feel amazing. So, oh, now, I already have this shape of brush. It's a highlighting fan brush. I still can't figure out how to use this to its best advantage. I mean, like, when you do that, it just kind of... I still can't figure out. I've seen people doing it. I know what the motion is meant to be, like this, and it's huge. Like, what am I supposed to do with it? Anyway, it's a fan brush. I have one that I don't use very often, so I can't see that I'm going to use that one any more often either. Anyway, sorry, little mini rant. This says Contour Queen, so this is a contour brush. It's fairly densely packed. It is actually a very good shape in terms of getting into that cheekbone. Again, densely packed brush. Yes, thank you very much. So it seems that those are all the face brushes that they give you. I think probably the buffing brush I probably use for my foundation. Maybe the contour for my concealer, I don't know. So onto the eye brushes. Now there are quite a few of those. So this one says best angle. So this is just an angled brush. Again, this is such a good like size for concealer, just like for getting in that corner and getting under there. So I'd probably use that for that. See what the next ones are. See, this is the thing. So I'm over brushed now. So I have so many, but these are probably going to be ones that I'm going to take away. So I don't want to, I want to know that I've got everything I need and don't have to add anything to it. This one says round the blend. So this is a blending brush and it is a perfect shape for blending. It's not too like densely packed. It's very soft. Yes, we'll take that one. Thank you. This one says blend it out. So again, this is much more densely packed. This is very good for getting that kind of, particularly in a smoky eye, getting that kind of dark colour in there and packing it in, but then you can blend out with it as well. So what have we got next? I'm pulling like 2 or 3 out at the same time. We have a Hide and Sleek, which I think that's like a flat brush that would be great, yeah, in here. So we currently have every brush we could possibly need for my eyeballs and we're still going. So then we have a Ghost Shader. Now this one, I have got a couple of this shape and this is actually really good for putting in on the brow bone. It's great for going down the nose because it's that flat kind of shape. So it is very good for not overdoing it. So possibly that. Then this one says, hey shorty. Right, so this brush, I've got a couple of these. I never quite know exactly what they're meant to be for. I do use them for creating like, I have slightly hooded eyes, so for creating my own kind of socket up here, I do use it for that. But it is a little bit densely packed, so I'm not really too sure what I'm supposed to do with that one ever. So it's just like an extra brush, in all honesty. Shade out. So again, sorry. So again, this is a flat shading brush, great for your, if you're doing a cut crease, things like that, wonderful for that. Now this, I think this is an eyebrow brush, which I don't think is as thin as the red one, in all honesty, but I probably would use that and it'd be great. Like I say, I'm taking these on holiday, so I'll have everything I need. And then this says just wing it. So this is the liner brush. Again, very thin brush. If anything, I'd use this for my eyebrows more than I would the other one. But I guess I have the option, particularly if I've got to wash one and use one. And then I have 3 final brushes. So I have an On Point. So this, again, is a very small pointed brush. It's very good for under the eye. But as I said, see, this is a lot smaller. So you could get detailing in with that. It's a detailing brush more than anything, I guess. Then we have Get Lippy. So this is a lip brush. I'm inclined to, I never really use those because I tend to take my liquid lips with me. So I tend to use this for something else, again, for getting in there, maybe detailing, things like that. And then we have all the deets. So I'm never too sure what to use this one for. It's so tiny that I guess you could go in here maybe with it to do kind of a blinding corner colour, but I'm never really too sure what that's for. Maybe the line around your lips if that's your thing. I'm sure I can find something to use it for. If anything, while I'm in Disney, I may be drawing on my face, who knows. But this set is beautiful and it will definitely be going on holiday with me because it does give me, I like that, it does give me every brush that I'm going to need. So that's why I really like that. and it means that I can stand it up on the counter while I'm there. Don't have to worry about kind of brushes everywhere, things like that, which are sometimes an issue for some people in my household. So they definitely will be going with the bags because we're not going anywhere that I need to use those bags until holiday. So yeah, I did have a whole load of other stuff, but currently my video is getting a bit long because there's a whole load of brushes and things in there. So yeah, I got everything I wanted for Christmas. Did you guys? Leave a comment, like, subscribe, notification bell. I have no Lucas to remind me. This isn't the funniest video I've ever done. Still not sure about how bright this ring light is. I wonder what happens if I open that. It doesn't do any different really, does it? No. Okay, so let me know how you feel. I mean, this is a very bright ring light. And I will see you all on the other side. It'll be 2021. I'm not going to be making any of that. 2021's the year for me. It's going to be great because we all did that and look how 2020 sounded. So yeah, okay. Speak to you guys soon. Bye.